Friends. Again, Doc South saying, "Hey, uh, yeah, this will be of interest to you. I think long ago, well, it was a good decade ago, when we first moved into this wonderful rental along the Musconetcong River. My brother sent us over a nice bird feeding uh, device. Yeah, you hang it from a tree limb or on a pole, and you fill it with bird seed. The birds come. Well, in our case, we were wondering what the heck. Why aren't we getting birds? And look, that seed's all gone. And well, come to find out, one morning we found out the reason why. Rats were invading the bird feeder, and they figured out ways to get as much seed as possible. And of course, no bird is going to tell the rats to leave. Well, maybe an eagle might, but other than that, the rats aren't. They just don't. They don't really give a hoot. You get right down to it. In fact, a bird might just be a nice, tasty dessert after all that bird seed. So the birds stayed away, and we eventually got rid of the feeder. It just wasn't working out. I mean, it kind of gave you chills to see a bunch of rats squirming on at the top end of a pole all over this bird feeder. It kind of gave you the willies. It made you really not want to fall asleep at night. Yeah. So again, the bird feeder went the way of all flesh. Actually, the rats kind of destroyed it. Yeah. Oh God, they ripped it. All sorts of gnawing on the wood part of it and all that till eventually it was nothing. But Sandy and I were talking about that today, and she said, "Well, says yeah, rats, wild rats are rough thing to have to deal with." And I was telling her how I had a friend who used to work on the subways of New York City. He'd be in the tunnels, not the station, but in the tunnels. And he said there were rats in there. Woo! He said they were big. He said they were like the size of beagles, beagle dogs. Yeah, he said they were like that. And oh man, he said those babies were mean. He said you actually were told to carry like a nightstick or a pipe on your belt, so that if the rat showed up, if you showed them the pipe and maybe shined your flashlight on the pipe, they would run. But other than that, yeah, they they'd be pretty rough on you. He said you'd be lucky to get out of the subway caverns alive. Uh, Pretty much how he put it. Okay, now I don't know if they're still down there or not. I can see people canceling their subway trip, but he said they you didn't really see them in the station so much. Maybe the little ones, they're only the size of a mailbox, but he said the big ones were down in that tunnel, and heaven help you. But we were talking about all this, and Sandy said, before we get too bad on the rats, putting them down too much. She says, I have some friends that have a very lovely pet rat. I said, what, really? She says, yeah, at the flea market. She named a couple, and she said I won't say their name, but they actually have a rat that's domesticated to the point where you can pet it. It'll sit on your shoulder and kind of nuzzle your ear. Yeah. And they take it to flea markets, and they actually the husband has like a belt assembly, a pouch that the rat sits in. Yeah, he kind of hangs out in the pouch, looks out from the pouch at everybody going by, and yeah, I think you can pet him. Yeah, he's a sweet little rat. And I guess you just kind of with. And I guess when he's sleepy, he crawls back down into the pouch and takes himself a nap. And he's just as sweet as pie. Beautiful little rat. I guess it all depends, how you train them, I suppose. And they just love that little guy. Can't think of his name now. No, it won't come to me. But so I guess there's good rats and there's bad rats. But them big ones down in the and I can't blame the rats that got after our bird feeder. It was probably just too much temptation for them. Rats know a good thing when they see it. There's a bird feeder. Let's keep the birds away, and this is ours. They can have another darn bird feeder. We want this one, So, and no, we could see tracks. They went back down to the river to their little dens and all, but so I guess they were really no trouble. But at the same time, gee, kind of spoils the barbecue if you're out there on the deck, a bunch of rats all hanging around. I suppose we did the right thing to knock down the bird feeder. But in any case, I just thought I'd say so. I suppose like anything, how you treat an animal is pretty much how they'll treat you back. Get right down to it. Most animals know a good thing when they see it. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you later. Thank you, friends, and yeah, pleasant dreams. Yeah, I know. We'll see you later. Bye now.